Yes, yes.
Brilliant. So this is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. I'd like to be joined by light heavyweight Anthony Yarde, on the verge now of a world title shot, second world title shot in your case. How's everything going?
Everything's good, man. It's good. I just finished the gym. Now I'm gonna do the Zoom with you. Go for a little swim, chill out.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Gideon Park.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you since that great rematch victory over Lyndon Arthur. A very conclusive statement you made there. We thought you might be on the Fury white card, and that didn't quite come off. Why have we not seen you since December?
Just a mix and match of planning really. My dreams and aspirations. Yeah, you can mix up and have fights and be active or whatever. My dreams and aspirations have always been to be a world champion, hopefully to unify, and I've got the opportunity to do that. And that's in fighting the winner of Beterbiev and Joshua Buatsi, who the two are fighting on Saturday coming. And if I'm next in line for that, then again, you know me, the way my career's gone is I've got better and better in the gym. And yes, there's experience under the lights, but I had 12 amateur fights. I've had a limited experience in the professional ranks. So most of my growth has been in the gym. So that's what I've been doing, is focusing on getting better, learning from the mistakes I've made in the past. And when it comes to showtime, it's to perform as best as I can.
And you feel comfortable going into that shot? I know Frank's talked about October, so going into it with 10 months of inactivity.
Of course. It's happened before. For me, it's just about how I prepare myself. I would have liked to have got out. I did request to get out. But again, on the Fury Dylan White card, it was very hard to get me an opponent. I was meant to have a fight before that. We had an opponent booked and he pulled out. And then again, that's when the Dylan White Fury fight was announced. So I said, okay, I'll get on that card. And then for that card, it was hard to get me an opponent. So we've had other little things up and down in the meantime. But it just didn't make sense taking massive fights before this fight.
How much did that rematch win over Lyndon Arthur mean to you? Because there was a lot of people criticising you after the first fight. I know you don't tend to listen to what the detractors say, but it must have been pretty satisfying the way you won the rematch.
Yeah, the way I deal with my career is I don't really focus on, outside perception. Yes, you want to entertain the fans or whatever, but everyone's opinion is so mixed. You can't please everybody. So if you focus on that, you turn yourself crazy. Because there's even some people in the rematch that are saying, yeah, but we want to see you like learning. You need to go in, you just go in there, you need to learn more. There's always going to be a different opinion. So it's like sometimes just laugh it off and understand you can't please everyone. It's about getting the win and that's it.
And like you said, on Saturday, we've got the fight for 3 belts between Artur Beterbiev and Joe Smith Jr. How do you see that one playing out on Saturday night?
I actually don't know. I'm going to go there. I'll be ringside watching. May the best man win. The best one on that will win the fight. And then the winner fights me.
Do you expect it, obviously, if you don't want to pick a winner, that's fine, but do you expect it to be like an all-out war? Do you expect it to be a tactical affair? What sort of fight?
I'm sorry to be boring, but I don't know. I can only judge on my fights, I can only predict or at least tell myself how my fights are going to go based on my mindset. I don't know any of them personally. I don't know how they train. I don't know the game plan going into the fight. I know there's a fantastic knockout ratio for Beterbiev, so I'm sure he'll want to continue that knockout ratio. Other than that, I don't know.
How much of those 2 guys have you watched in preparation for you probably fighting one of them at least?
As of yet, absolutely no. Absolutely none. Just that, nothing's changed. I've always been the same. And again, for myself, personally, I must be doing something that it must work for me. I keep saying this, is that different things work for different people. I've never watched my opponents, ever. The only fight I did watch was, people will probably say, yeah, that's why you performed so well. I watched my first fight against Lyndon Arthur. That was my first rematch. And again, in that fight, I was still only watching myself. So it's not like I was studying him or watching anything he was doing. I was just watching myself. So Yeah, I'll continue to do that.
So if I was to ask you which of their styles might suit you better, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me.
Absolutely not.
I'm not going to ask that then.
The only thing is, again, just being honest here. The only thing from the visual eye is Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith Jr. is tall and rangy. Beterbiev, I don't know how tall he is, but I've seen he's more of a compact fighter. Because obviously you see like little highlights or whatever. But in terms of watching them strategically, I couldn't tell you anything about either fighter. But I hope they have a good fight Saturday. And again, I'll come best prepared for the winner of that fight.
Do you have a preference in terms of opponent, not out of those two, but opponents generally, a style that you like them to bring that brings out the best in you?
Absolutely not. I feel like in my career, I've fought all different types of fighters. So far, obviously at different levels. I fought the short guys. I fought southpaws, a couple southpaws. I fought the shorter, stuffy ones, the taller, rangy ones. I fought the jab and runner. But yeah, it all depends on the night, man. It all depends on the night. I've always said this. So, you know, when that fight's made and it's time to entertain it, just pay per view. The fans want to watch that fight anyway. But I feel like that's when it's time to start the entertainment. I'll let them get their fight.
You said you study yourself. What areas do you feel you've improved in since that first fight with Lyndon Arthur?
Mainly my mind. My mind. I wasn't all there for a bit, as everyone knows. I'm all there in terms of like understanding what my job is, like just going there and performing stuff. But yeah, I went through a lot in 2020, so my mind was not there for the first fight. And then again for the second fight, I kept saying it. I just had to show it, and I feel like I've done that.
How much of a blessing is it having James Cook working with Tunde since that first Lyndon Arthur fight? It seems to have made a difference to the outsider, at least.
A fantastic blessing. I feel like my whole career has been a blessing, to be honest. I feel like I'm here just to. I came from East London, from nothing, you know, and a lot of people show me respect, and I've given a lot of kids that grew up in my area or grew up how I did hope. I know a lot of people I used to play football with, and they can't believe the transition. Now I'm boxing at world level, and I'm known around the world and things like that. They just can't believe it. So it gives people hope that even when you're 18, 19, you can change your career and do anything.
Now, we saw a big domestic clash recently between Joshua Buatsi and Craig Richards. Buatsi came out. Fight. Yeah, great fight. Buatsi came out on top on points. And almost immediately afterwards, his team started talking about a potential super fight with you. You've obviously got your own plans. What did you make of them kind of mentioning you?
I feel like that's been the theme. That's been an ongoing theme for a bit. And again, it's boxing, isn't it? It's what us boxers do. I've never really done it. It's not my style. Because I've always felt within myself that I'm kind of leading the British scene in terms of light heavyweights, and I've always said to myself, I'm looking to world titles. But again, me and Joshua Buatsi, we've spoken personally before. We're both gonna love that fight when it happens. I've said this previously, I'll keep saying it. I said he's gonna keep doing what he's doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I fought at different levels in him so far. But again, he's been, you know, he's had a few iffy performances, but other than that, he's had all wins. So you can't really fault him. It's about getting the win at the end of the day. And yeah, when it comes to it, I feel like that's a blockbuster fight.
Yeah, I agree. So if all goes well in October and you become a world champion, is that a defense you'd like to make?
We'll see. But that could be the first defense. That could be the second defense. Again, I feel that's a dream of both of us. You know, so a headline, if we could do a Wembley, that would be mad. Can you imagine a Wembley?
Did you watch that Fury White fight and kind of think about that?
I was there. I've always, again, my career has always been based on progression, trying to be better, trying to get to the stages where, you know, you're at the top. So every time you're in them kind of venues where you're watching a fight on TV, you always imagine yourself headlining and being in that kind of position.
So you and Buatsi, Wembley, maybe next year?
Exactly.
Was it dream it, believe it, become it?
Always. But you know what I'm like. I know you're trying to get your questions in. I always focus on myself, and I always focus on one thing at a time. You know, whoever wins that fight, it's like my luck of the draw has always been the toughest. First world title fight I got Kovalev when he was at his best. And then this one's gonna be against another top operator. You know, either New York, who again everyone knows that guys from New York can fight, or it's gonna be another Russian who's probably, you know, got the title of being even more dangerous than Kovalev. So yeah, I've got a big task in my hands, so that's why I need to stay extremely focused.
How important is it for you that fight ends up over here? Because Frank said that's what he's hoping for.
Say that again, sir.
How important is it for you, if at all, that fight, the world title shot, ends up over here in England or Britain? Because that's what Frank's trying to do.
It don't matter. And it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not here to be like, oh, pray, hope that it happens this way. It's going to happen how it's going to happen. I'm not in control of that. You know, I'm not cutting my own checks yet. I'm not arranging venues yet. And all them kind of things. So, again, you know, beggars can't be choosers at this particular time. But again, I do know how valuable I am and what I bring to the table, but it's about knowing your position. And my position is right now, I'm not calling the shots, you know. I'm not even a world champion yet, so everyone knows that I don't bullshit, you know, I don't lie to nobody. And wherever the fight's gonna be, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be much worse or much more challenging than Kovalev's hometown in a remote part of Russia, can it?
In Chelyabinsk, I can't even pronounce it. Where it was, I couldn't even get warm food, I couldn't even get clean water after the way. Like, so much things happened in that fight, but again, it's learning clubs. And if I perform like that under them circumstances, then the future's bright. Now for me.
Great stuff. Well, talking of clean water, I'm going to let you go for your swim.
Should I show you the view?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm about to get in that pool now.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, this is my house. It's basically my house, but to let everyone come in for the day.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
who are all these people?
That's the first line. That's the first line.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's good. All right, well, I really appreciate your time. Can't wait to see you back out. And yeah, I have to come and see you in the gym soon.
Definitely. You're welcome anytime.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate. Take care.
God bless. See you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.